And Steve Barker says he could talk about those memories all day, especially the ones about President Bush. Barker retired from the Secret Service 13 years ago, but his experience with the agency and the people he met is something he'll cherish for years to come.
He really took an interest in people, and that's what I loved about him. I learned a lot from him.
Steve Barker's eyes light up talking about his time protecting President George H.W. Bush while working for the Secret Service.
I was on a trip with him when he was president, when he went to Australia and Korea and Japan. That was my first trip on Air Force One.
And he says his admiration for Bush has nothing to do with politics.
When they get out of office, you start being around them a lot more. You kind of get to know them. They kind of get to know you.
But the way the president presented himself when the cameras were off.
You know, I learned that everyone is important. I learned that everybody has a story to tell. And I learned that he loved his family so much that I wanted to strive to see that my family was taken care of.
Barker says it's hard to narrow down his favorite memories with Bush, but one immediately came to mind.
An All-Stars game. I love baseball. And I was in Houston, and he was at an All-Stars game, and so I got to be on that detail, so I got to enjoy, besides working there with him, I got to enjoy a baseball game.
He says when he heard of Bush's passing, it broke his heart, but he knows he's resting in peace.
Was, a CIA director for a while, and then goes on to be vice president or president. He devoted his entire life because he loved this country, and that I admire a lot.
Mr. Barker says after he retired, he found himself going from protecting presidents to protecting kids, driving a school bus for Durham Bus Services for Lubbock ISD.